You're watching Channel 15 VUTV, Valparaiso, Indiana.
Dow, Kreinheider, Gellerson, Warenberg. These are names, Valpo names. Names that span generations. Names that are also places, Valpo places.
Guild, Memorial, Brandt, Duesenberg. We know them because we lived here, and studied here, and played here.
Late at night, early in the morning, on a spring weekend, under a foot of lake-effect snow.
The names echo across years, decades, centuries, even if their bricks and mortar no longer stand. Hughley, Mollering, Kinsey.
Their names echo with light ever brighter into the future.
Their names echo the light.
In thy light we see light.
And we hear their pulse, the spirit pulsing with light. Like light through tall stained glass spilling on stone, red and green and yellow and blue, spilling a marble table with the color of light. A plate broken with bread, a cup brimming with wine. The names walk an aisle of a chapel called Resurrection, on a weekend called Homecoming. They sing, oh how they sing, of ages past. Time, like an ever-rolling stream, soon bears us all away. These names they sing, and we hear them. Voices from a past that has become our past, a passion that has become our purpose.
Because the name is also a place where Athens meets Jerusalem, a place called the Vale of Paradise. This place called Valparaiso.
I never met O.P. Kretzmann face to face. I never heard him speak out loud. But I hear his voice echo through the years. I hear his words hallow these halls. Even in a climate of peril and war, the university must continue its twofold task.
The search for truth and the transmission of truth, free and unbroken.
And little did we know that when we first signed that honor code, an honor would be given to us, much larger and much higher than those 15 words.
The honor of truth, given and received and shared, free and unbroken.
The honor of truth that sets us free, science with wisdom, knowledge with understanding, freedom with faith.
This is the lifelong honor code of which we sing. Hail to the brown and gold, we pledge thee to uphold, wherever we may be, thy honored name.
I never heard him speak, but I hear the voice of O.P. Kretzmann hallow these halls, and the voices of Schnabel and Hari and Heckler.
It is the voice of my favorite professor, how they gave me a lifetime of learning. It is the voices of Songfest and Caroling Night. It is burning midnight oil at the torch, or the beacon, or WVUR.
It is the freshman beanies and the freshman production, 7-week rush, and Sunday waffles.
It is the victory bell rung at high noon,
or the kissing bridge at midnight.
It is an oak tree we call Merlin that stands to this day.
It is the lifelong honor code of truth, free and unbroken.
It is the never-ending flame of a torch in the night, the fire at the entrance that welcomes us back to this place, this Valparaiso. This fire in our hearts that pushes us to see thy future light.
Welcome back to your live programming here for Valpo Day. I'm Will Haney.
And I'm Katie Nicolau.
And we are now switching out with Amy and Brennan. We're here for the next half hour to talk about the College of Nursing and Health Professions. And we have a great half an hour planned for you. We're going to be taking you through the College of Nursing and Health Professions. Brendan is actually on his way there now, so he left the desk and is now heading there to give you a live look at that building. But to start off the half an hour, we're going to talk a little bit about the College of Nursing, and some seniors are going to give their perspective on what sets the College of Valpo Nursing apart.
Yes.
I've learned to anticipate, I've learned to prioritize whenever I provide care to people. And critical thinking in a clinical setting is very big, and then the nursing school here at Valpo University puts a lot of emphasis on that.
Honestly, I've learned that at the end of the day, everyone wants to be heard. Whether you are somebody in a rural village in Nicaragua or somebody who lives in downtown Chicago, all the patients and all of the people that I've had the opportunity to work with are all looking for somebody to tell their story.
It excites me to see them progress and move out into the world and be able to discover different aspects of nursing, and to be able to specifically hear later on how working on the research team has impacted their career choices and their career avenues after they graduated from Valpo.
As I got into nursing more, started focusing more, talking to the teachers more and my classmates, getting into the clinicals more, I saw an improvement in my academic, but also how I communicated with patients and other people in like normal life as well.
Every time I came to Valpo, I felt like I was home, and I found a really cool community of friends and peers and professors that have supported me through my journey, and it's been really awesome.
It's incredibly rewarding for me as a faculty person here to be able to mentor such high caliber students.
Hands down, in the interactions that I've had internationally, nationally, locally, there is something really unique about Valparaiso University students. And I know that we say constantly that at Valpo we lead and we serve, but that's truly not just a buzzword here on campus. That is at the heart of every single Valparaiso University student. Students are coming together to utilize their passions, their gifts, and their abilities to lead and to serve in society and beyond.
Well, that was a wonderful video. Now, what we're going to talk about next is a sim lab. Now, for most people, when you think about simulators in colleges, it's usually for like airplanes or any kind of tornado simulators for our case. But for the College of Nursing, they actually have a sim lab with patients. I have it right here. You can see they train nursing students with dummies, basically, and they can learn all sorts of healthcare facts, how to deal with situations, how to communicate with people, and it's really a hands-on experience.
Yeah, Katie and I are both actually meteorology majors, so the College of Nursing and Health Professions is on a little bit different part of campus, so we don't go there a whole lot, but I was actually fortunate enough to put that video together, spoke with a lot of great seniors, and they really told me a lot of just great things about the College of Nursing and Health Professions. It's really exciting for the college as well, and it's an exciting time because they just launched their physician assistant program, and so that's just a really growing and very competitive thing that they are now offering. But yeah, the simulation lab, a few of my really good friends are actually in the College of Nursing, and they love it because they say it's kind of funny though sometimes, because essentially it's a room, which you're about to see, of all these robots, and their professors are actually behind a mirrored window. And so the professors are the ones talking to them. And one of my friends, she says that every once in a while it's kind of funny because, you know, the professor you know and love will be like pretending to groan or something. And so it's a little bit goofy, I think, sometimes, but they do learn a lot and they really do get a lot out of it. It's kind of preparing them for the real world. So now we're going to show you that video. It's the simulation lab at the College of Nursing and Health Professions.
The Simulation Center provides an opportunity for our students to make clinical decisions and sharpen their critical thinking skills in a safe environment. Here in the Simulation Center, we can purposefully create a scenario to teach students clinical decision-making skills for common clinical conditions that they may encounter, and also conditions that they may not encounter very frequently.
I've been in the simulations about 12 to 14 times, and I think it's a great experience, and I think it's going to prepare me for what I want to do with my nursing career after college.
We have about 14 different simulation scenarios that have been written to use our high-fidelity mannequins. The eyes blink, they talk.
My chest is feeling really tight. It's really difficult to breathe.
We can listen to their heart, their lungs, take vital signs. We're able to do chest compressions, defibrillate. They can be put on a respirator.
The simulation faculty is very experienced. They have the knowledge and the desire to really guide you so that you can become the best nurse you can.
I believe the expert faculty at this university have really helped us enhance our knowledge and they try and challenge us a lot in simulation.
Debriefing is actually the most critical thing that we do in simulation.
Debriefing allows the students to reflect back, to think back, what did I do well, what might I do differently if I was given an opportunity to redo the simulation.
One of the benefits then is that we can return to the simulation lab, rerun our scenario, and students get to put in action what they just learned through debriefing. The ultimate benefit of simulation for our students is that it will impact the care they provide to patients at the bedside.
I feel like there's a lot of real life situations that may happen that I can think about what I did in simulation, what I did right and what I did wrong, and use it to help that patient along.
Given the variety of opportunity and exposure that we have during simulation, I'm confident that if I get out there, I'll be able to make a difference as a nurse.
Well, a recurring theme, I think, from today, there's a lot of hands-on learning that goes on here. I know for us, it's the storm chase, but as you just saw for College of Nursing students, just the incredible opportunities they have in the simulation lab. And we have something new for you coming up next.
Yes, and we're going to actually toss it over to Michael Esney at the Hare Union. Michael, what do you see?
Will and Katie, thank you so much. I just want to take a moment to thank everyone for allowing me to be a part of the Valpo Day of Giving. We're still here at the Hare Student Union, standing right here. The man for which this building is named. Mr. and Mrs. Hare. I've been practicing all my jokes for next year's broadcast right here to these students. We have audience or an oil painting. I had to pull that joke out. I'm sorry. Listen, I want to thank you all for joining us once again. I want to thank you for giving, for supporting Valparaiso University. Your being here, your tuning in, your support is the reason that this university and its students continue to grow and thrive. And without you, it'd be impossible. So again, from an 05 grad, thank you for the opportunities that Valparaiso University has given me in life. Thank you for having me here. I hope I can come back next year, if that's all right. He says it's all right. I'll send it back to the studio with Will and Grace. Will and Grace, Matt and Katie. Will and Katie, back to you.
We have done a lot of switches, as you can tell, so he's a little bit, he had to think on his feet there a little bit.
Yeah,
and he's been great today, and thank you so much, Michael, for all the laughs I've seen just throughout the day. He's cracking some good jokes.
It's been very enjoyable to watch him work.
Yes. Well, up next, we now have a video of an interview with Teresa Kessler, and she's a professor in the College of Nursing and Health Professions, and she's going to give us a little bit of info about what she does and just her experience.
I'm Teresa Kessler at the College of Nursing and Health Professions. I'm a professor and I'm also the Kraft Endowed Chair for the Advancement of Nursing Science. For the past 4 years, I've been working with undergraduate students because they were interested in looking at tobacco use on the Valpo campus. And so we started to coordinate and do some research in following students over time. So we've been collecting data for 4 years on tobacco use of students here at Valpo. And that was something that interested the students because we know there was a push to have tobacco-free environments not only on college campuses but in cities. And so that was of interest to them. So we got that program moving forward, and we've been collecting data on students when they come to campus in the fall, and then we follow them for 4 years. So we have a huge data bank of information about tobacco use of students here on the Valpo campus. I've taken students to Sigma Theta Tau International. It's the Honor Society for Nursing, and I've taken students there to present their research. And for instance, this fall, I'm taking 2 groups of undergraduate students. And so I have 2 groups presenting their work. One is the tobacco-free work that we've done here on campus, and the other is looking at substance use. I think the impact of having students work with faculty and be undergraduate researchers gives them the realization that, oh, I can do these things, and I do have ways that I can advance my own career that I hadn't thought about before. And actually, a colleague that used to do this with me, we did research on our own undergraduate students to find out where they were a few years after graduating to see if we made an impact on their education. And indeed we did, that more than the majority of them had already gone back to school or were engaging in research themselves in their new job, which you don't typically see with new graduate students who have just earned their bachelor's degree. They don't get involved in research at their new place of employment, but our students were doing that. So that was exciting to see that we are making a difference in what they're thinking about in terms of their own career development and what they can do and can achieve.
All right, as you can see, the faculty here on campus is very passionate about what they do, especially in the nursing department, and it's really interesting to see just what kind of research they do.
Yeah, and I mean, there's so much undergraduate research that goes on here, but especially in the College of Nursing and Health Professions. I mean, you just saw Professor Kessler talk a little bit about her research she's done on campus tobacco use, but then we also have Professor Amy Corey that leads trips to Nicaragua. Just incredible just to hear some of the stories that come out of the College of Nursing and Health Professions. Well, we're going to take it to a break for now, and then hopefully by the time we're back, Brendan will be all set up over there. What's the building called? I'm blanking. Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh.
See, we don't even go to
Blooper
that part
reel.
of campus. No, what is it? Yeah. Anyways, we're going to toss, and he'll be over at the College of Nursing and Health Professions.
It lives deep in your soul, driving everything you do. It's what wakes you up early and keeps you up late. It's already inside you, where it's always been, waiting to be developed, informed, trained. The way you see the world is powerful, but the way you will lead and transform it is what we're all waiting for. Valparaiso University, where passion meets purpose.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear, when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, even your year. But I'll be there for you.
Valparaiso University, where passion meets purpose.
Welcome back to the studio, and we are now going to toss it to a little bit different of a topic. We recently had a production here called School of Lies. It was through our theater department, and we did put a package together on that. If you were unaware, we do have 5 main stage productions every year, and then also, in addition to that, many student-directed productions, and those go on in our Black Box Theater. So right now, I'm going to take it to our little story on the School of Lies.
The name of the play is The School for Lies, and it's written by David Ives. He has based the play on a classical comedy by Moliere called The Misanthrope. What's interesting about it is that he's done a real contemporary twist. So the language is very modern, but the actors, the characters, speak in rhyming couplets.
Here you are now waxing wroth, to my amazement, a man of the cloth. I kind of think of it as like adult Dr. Seuss, but everything rhymes. So you can't mess up, because if you do, it messes up somebody else's line, and then that doesn't rhyme, and then it's really awkward.
It's set in 1666 Paris, but the language is a very modern language, even though it's done in rhymed couplets, where it's sort of over the top, it's very exotic, it's eclectic, it doesn't necessarily follow the rules of fashion.
One of the most enjoyable things has been the floor that I'm sitting in the middle of. We got to paint an entire marble floor with a rug, and making those things sort of theatrical is always a blast. There were a couple of things that the students got from working on this project that are different from anything we've gotten to do to this point. One of them is the sheer scale. I mean, we have a huge overblown room. There's fancy molding in this that we need to make look realistic, but it needs to be bigger than life.
I've never designed a set before, so I'm learning what the process of that is. So it's really amazing to see how your designs translate from paper to real life. We had a lot of fun painting the floor and the pattern, and we added glitter to it, so that was really fun.
One of the surprises I had are colors. They make a huge difference. It can make or break the look of a show, of a scene, of a piece of scenery, a costume. It can completely destroy it or make it look wonderful.
The School for Lies talks about the face that we present as opposed to the appetite that lurks within. A canapé?
A canapé?
Canapé?
A canapé? Canapé?
A canapé?
Now, I recently had the chance to take a class actually for the theater department, theater practicum, scenery, and lighting. It was a lot of fun because you can actually see what they work on in the black box when they're designing these student-designed sets, and you never really realize how much work goes into the sets until you're actually there and working on it. And honestly, our productions here, I think, are amazing. The sets especially. I truly enjoy seeing all the work that goes into it and all the detail.
Yeah, and it's so cool to hear that too, because you know you're a science major, but yet you were still able to take a set design or set. Yeah, that's so cool to me.
It's so much fun.
So anyways, we're going to transition now a little bit back to the College of Nursing, talk a little bit about that. The College of Nursing here is just phenomenal, and we've been kind of focusing a little bit this half an hour on that. We're trying to get Brendan set up in the field, and he's going to try and show you around Labine Hall. I remembered it this time. I apologize for that earlier. Like I said, we don't go around those parts too often, so we just blanked on Labine Hall. But anyways, the College of Nursing, just such a phenomenal school here. The people in it, some of my closest friends, they really rave about the relationships they have with their professors. I know I've gotten to know Professor Amy Corey a little bit through the Valpo Day projects that I was working on for the College of Nursing, and she's just a phenomenal lady. She goes to Nicaragua once or multiple times actually every year, and that's a part of a continuing research that they're doing down there. And she takes a research team of students and some alumni even. So I play Ultimate Frisbee here, and one of my fellow teammates that graduated a couple years ago, he was just on their spring break Nicaragua trip. He was a nursing student here. So it's just really cool to see the kind of the hands-on learning that they do, you know, in different parts of the world. And just the awesome research. Basically, they're just doing research on different smoke. Down there, people cook in kitchens where essentially it's vented through the ceiling, and that creates a lot of different problems in terms of respiratory issues because they're cooking over an open flame in a kitchen that's not very well ventilated. So they're doing a lot of research on that, setting up different clinics, just doing a ton of different stuff, and you can read all about that online on the nursing website, and I really, really do recommend that. Right now, we are going to, actually, let's check out Twitter. Let's see what
Speaking of
Twitter's
online,
doing.
we're getting a lot of tweets from you guys. Thank you for using hashtag Valpo Day. Pictures of people from all across campus are coming in. We're getting some great tweets, as you can see on the bottom of the screen. If you send in your tweets, we'll probably put them up. We have one from Max Grover. He helps out here at VUTV, talking about the Met Department, how wonderful it is. We also have some alumni checking in. Chad said he's proud to be a Valpo alum, has a Valpo hat. It's great to see the community coming together, even if they don't necessarily go to Valpo right now, people from across the nation.
I'm seeing a good picture of some people mirroring the statues, the border statues, so that's pretty good too. But right now we're going to take it to break, and hopefully by the time we're back we'll have our live view system set up and Brendan will join us in the field. Don't go anywhere.
You're watching Channel 15, VUTV, Valparaiso, Indiana.
Now, a big part of today is about everyone's Valpo experience. We've been seeing your live tweets telling us what you like about Valpo, what makes Valpo special to you. Now, what makes Valpo special to you?
It's a great question, Katie. No, I've enjoyed my time at Valpo. I'm a senior here. I'm a meteorology major. I have minors in digital media and math. And it's just been a wonderful journey. For me, I came to Valpo just because I originally got here because of meteorology. Once I chose that, it really narrowed things down for me. I'm from St. Louis originally, so a little bit closer, or not, I'm not that close to home. So that's how I got here. And then once I was here, I did an overnight visit and just kind of fell in love with the campus community, the people here. And again, I'm repeating, I think, a lot of things that have already been said today, but you can't echo that enough. Just the people here and how phenomenal they are, everyone from our professors to our classmates. Even to like, I remember Betsy, or the people that like cleaned my residence hall freshman year were just like my second moms, Marianne and Gail. So anyways, VUTV has also been just a huge part of my college experience. It has been for you too.
Definitely.
You're only a freshman. You got a long way to go.
Oh, great. Yes, I am a freshman. I'm very involved with VUTV. That's actually one of the first things that I found when I came on campus. Welcome week, signed up for VUTV, and now I'm here. I'm helping out with the Valpo Day broadcast, and it's just been an amazing experience. The people here are so nice, and just being a smaller campus, I feel like really helps to bring everyone together. And with VUTV also, we can cover every angle of campus, and it really helps to bring that community feeling.
Yeah, so true. I mean, VUTV, because we are a smaller university, you know, as a freshman, Katie has gotten in here. She's doing a live broadcast as a freshman, a 12-hour live broadcast, and she's been huge. She's been helping with so much of this. She's going to be our news director next year. Like, what? She's a sophomore. That's so awesome. So it's just really, really cool, kind of the opportunities that we have here, and we're very privileged to have. And it's all because of great donations and things that come from our alumni networks and things like that. So please don't stop giving. If you have the means, every little bit helps, and you can do that online at valpo.edu/proudtobevalpo. And right now, are we ready for Brendan or no? I don't believe.
Well,
okay.
you know, another thing we can talk about is with the donations, people are donating, but people are thanking the people who are donating. You can go to the union and do the help out with the thankathon. You get to go to the union, you write out these thank you letters to all the people who have donated, and once you write it out, you get a free t-shirt, popcorn, cotton candy. It's just a great experience. If you have the chance during your day to go to the union, I highly suggest it. And thank the people who provide us these funds, which are very helpful.
Okay, well, we are going to now toss to a little bit different of something. It's a live shot. We got the live shot with Brendan. Sorry, we're playing a little bit by ear here, if you can't tell. So Brendan is now going to join us over at Labine. Again, I learned that. We both learned that today. It's Labine Hall. It's the College of Nursing and Health Professions. Brendan, are you with us?
Thanks, guys. We're here in Labine Hall, home of the College of Nursing and Health Professions. I'm joined now by Professor Tom Blodgett here in the College of Nursing. Professor Blodgett, tell us a little bit about the College of Nursing and Health Professions. What makes it so unique compared to other programs across the country?
We have a very strong community-focused curriculum. So instead of just focusing on hospital care, we also go into people's homes. We go to where they live, where they worship, where they play, where they work. So we try to get people wherever they are to make sure that they're in the best health they can be.
Sure.
So, and that's what we try to encourage our students to go out with, is this view that people don't just live in hospitals. They live everywhere.
Sure, absolutely. We're here in the home of the actual college, Labine Hall. Got a lot of students around. We actually knew that there was an exam going on this afternoon. But we want to take you in. You kind of showed a video a little bit earlier, the Virtual Nursing Learning Center. And we're going to kind of move in there. Kind of an interesting space. You want to tell us a little bit about it?
Sure. Well, today we actually have the sophomore students who are learning their basic nursing skills coming in to just review what they would do. Some of the stations we have set up are for dressing changes, how to give IV medications, how to give injections, how to take care of tracheostomy tubes and clean those. So a lot of different stuff, but very essential for nursing practice.
Okay, and these kind of mannequins that are on the beds,
yes.
How are they? Kind of interesting here. What are nursing students actually doing with these?
So this mannequin you can see here is hooked up to an IV infusion. So what we'll do with this mannequin this week is actually teach students how to get that bag ready to give to a patient, how to get the tubing ready, how to use all the different ports and clamps, and then push medications through, which is a really important part of symptom management and taking care of people who are sick.
Okay. Are there other kind of stations here that are kind of a little bit different, or?
Well, if we come over, Let's go over this way. We have someone changing a dressing.
Okay, let's take a look. We're going to actually kind of see something in progress.
So this student has just finished changing a dressing. This is someone who has a pretty intense abdominal wound, and what we're trying to do is clean it out and put in some new dressing supplies so that the wound stays clean and will heal quickly. So right now, what we're focusing on is sort of the technical aspects of cleaning out the wound, putting in the new supplies, and making sure everything stays sterile within the wound itself.
Sure, sure. Do you mind if you want to come on camera real quick to tell us a little bit about what you're doing? That'd be okay?
No, because I don't know what I'm doing.
Learning in progress.
Yeah,
Learning in progress.
Yeah,
no problems, no problems. Well, a lot of cool things. You'd say hands-on experience, definitely a big part of the nursing program?
Absolutely, absolutely. Our students need to have a lot of hands-on experience before they take care of patients. Without that experience, they're really bound to fail sometimes, especially with really difficult patients. So we try to give them a lot of experiences here in the lab. We try to set up a lot of real-life examples and try to simulate the real world as much as possible.
Sure, and you know, we've been asking everybody today, why are you proud to be Valpo? I know it's kind of a little bit of the spur of the moment.
I'm very proud to be a Valpo faculty member because of the opportunities we have to help our students learn in a very supportive environment.
Okay, well thank you, Professor Tom Blaja with the College of Nursing and Health Professions. We're going to send it back now to Katie and Will in the studio. Guys, back to you.
Hey, well, welcome back. Thank you so much, Brendan. That was a lot of fun. We are now joined with Dean Jennifer Ziegler, right? Okay. And she is the Dean of the Graduate School here. And she's going to talk to us a little bit about her experience and just to give us some information. So Dean Ziegler, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, our first question for you is just how do the gifts that are given today really impact our graduate school?
Oh, thank you for asking the question. Well, we consider ourselves a full-service graduate school, meaning that we help students not only from admission, but all the way through matriculation, progress to degree, graduation. We help students with everything in their journey. So we would use donations at any point in that life cycle. So let me give you 4 examples. One example is we would use donations for scholarships. So we would help especially well-qualified college graduates who have unique life experiences to come to Valpo to pursue their specialty in one of our graduate programs. Another use that we would have for donations is to help students with academic preparation. So for example, at the beginning of the school year, we offer a week-long orientation for graduate students. So we would use the funds to assist with that program. While students are in their program directors can apply for small program grants, and that can help with the academic, social, and professional development of their students. So for example, faculty can take students on a field trip that's relevant for their program, or they can have a professional event like a networking event with employers or an etiquette dinner, things like that. And then finally, we have grants for graduate students to be able to travel to conferences to present their creative work and research at regional conferences and national conferences. So lots of uses for donations that would come in for the graduate school today.
Wow,
That's
sounds
fantastic.
so great.
And also, what personally are you most excited about that's currently going on at the graduate school?
Well, the big word that we're excited about lately is growth. The graduate school is in the headlines every semester when the census comes out, that we have our largest enrollment ever. And so we have over 900 graduate students in over 25 graduate programs in arts and sciences, College of Nursing and Health Professions, College of Business, and we also have programs online as well. So we're excited about growth. But we're also excited about expanded services to graduate students that comes with that growth. So we have made really important connections with other units on campus that now serve graduate students. We have a fantastic relationship with the library, for example. They help our students learn information literacy during our graduate academic success course and our orientation. We have graduate faculty and graduate students who are helping graduate students in the Writing Center And we've also been able to expand services to graduate students at other units on campus like the Counseling Center. So I'm very excited about that. I'm also excited about the great work that graduate students and faculty are doing. So there's lots of examples around campus. We have graduate student work on display in the community, but we will also be having a graduate academic symposium next Thursday, the 21st, where graduate students will be presenting their creative work and research. We have another event coming up called an open house, where well-qualified college graduates with unique life experiences can learn about our many graduate programs that we have available. And then finally, we have commencement coming up. We're very excited. This will be our largest commencement ever in the graduate school. We have over 300 students graduating.
So exciting.
So we have a lot of good things going on.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, you definitely hear about some of the really cool research that goes on here and just the graduate, I think, projects and things. I know there was just one in the communications department that was really, really cool that I got to experience firsthand a little bit.
Wonderful, that's great.
Yeah, so the next question is just, we have a lot of alumni, hopefully, tuning in, and just if you were to say anything to like a graduate school alumni, what's something they need to know, or what's something that's maybe changed or been updated?
Oh, sure. Well, the graduate school is probably a lot bigger since you've been here, depending on how long it's been since you graduated. I would say just come check us out. Pretty soon we'll be rolling out a new website that will be showcasing all of our great programs and features. But something that I learned the other day that I found very interesting is that faculty are really good at keeping in touch with graduates in the first couple of years out of school. But beyond that, we find that some of our information about where our alumni have gone is a little less accurate. So I would invite any graduate alumni who are out there to please get in touch with us, to please stay connected to us, get in touch with the faculty in your programs, and find the graduate school on our social media outlets and connect with us, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and especially LinkedIn, because of the professional and career development that we've helped graduate students to do in pursuing their specialty.
Well, definitely. And speaking as an undergraduate now, I can't speak to that enough. And that's so interesting to hear that they keep in touch for those first few years, and then they kind of drift off a little bit, and you kind of lose touch. And I mean, I've landed things here through the alumni networks that are available to us as undergrads, so can't speak to that enough of just how important that is. If you're an alumni watching, please just check in with us and keep us posted on the awesome things you're doing.
Yeah.
Definitely. And the question of the day is for everyone, why are you proud to be Valpo?
It's a great question, and it's a wonderful day to celebrate the question. I'm personally proud to be Valpo because the graduate school offers many opportunities for especially well-qualified college graduates who have unique life experiences to pursue their specialties at the graduate level and to go on to make a real difference in professions and communities across the world.
Wow, that was a very, very good answer.
Yes, definitely.
Well, yeah, I mean, graduate school students here, they're a pretty diverse group, right? I mean, do you have a lot of full-time, a lot of part-time, kind of intermingling?
Yeah, we have a combination of both. We have a variety of kinds of programs. So we have programs that are full-time, we have full-time and part-time students, but we have programs that are oriented toward seeking a profession, such as going into a licensure program like clinical mental health counseling, or a Master of Education to become a teacher, school psychology to become a school psychologist. We also have programs in the STEM fields, such as analytics and modeling, information technology, cybersecurity. We also have programs that are more professionally oriented, like the MBA program. And also in health professions, we have the Doctorate of Nursing Practice, Master of Science in Nursing. And then finally, we have niche programs like you have in the communication department with digital media. We also have sports administration, humane education. So students are in a variety of part-time and full-time tracks in those programs.
Well, that's definitely amazing. And you mentioned that you had some advice for alumni. What about for undergraduate students? What advice do you have for them possibly looking for a graduate program?
Oh, it was a great question. my advice to undergraduate students is to think about graduate school while you're also thinking about your other career options after graduation. But also think about ways that you can couple your current major with a master's degree while you're still here. So there are some graduate programs that actually offer an early entry option, and you can have a bachelor's degree and a master's degree in 5 years' time.
Wow, that's quite fascinating. Now,
Great. Well, we have to wrap this interview up, but we would like to thank you so much for
Yes,
being with
thank
us
you.
and just
Thank you
sharing
so
sharing with us a bit about just the graduate school here, and it's just so impressive. We're now going to take you to a Hara Union video, so we're going to show you a little bit about what goes on in the Hara Union.
Hi, my name is Matt Stoughton. I work at the welcome desk of the Hara Union, and actually today I'm going to take you on a behind-the-scenes look at what all happens in the Student Union. So now that we are inside the Union, this building has over 202,000 square feet. We have a lot of tenants, we have a lot of meeting spaces for organizations and students to have their meetings across campus and to hold activities throughout the year. We've got two tenants here on the first floor towards the entrance. First of all, over here we have the Career Center. Over in the Career Center, a lot of people here come to do their resumes and also get any advice to help them get jobs and any other things that can help you after you graduate. Next to the Career Center, over here we have the Union Admin Administration, and this is kind of where the union operates. It's the headquarters of our professional staff. Now a little bit further into the main lobby, we have the welcome desk. If you have any questions or need advice or any directions here on campus, this is the place you want to go. Now our on-campus bookstore is located also here on the first level of the Hara Union. It's where you can get your books or any Valpo apparel for the year. Here in the Union we have two different dining options. Number one, we have the Campus Cafe, which is located right behind me. They have grab-and-go items, hot food, and also a convenience store in the back. After you get a snack from the cafe, you can stop here in the games area where you can play different games. You can rent pool tables, pool sticks. You can also do ping pong or any other activities. We also have some rental equipment that you can use outside the university, like basketballs, volleyballs, anything like the sort. All mail services across campus are centralized here in the Hara Union. Now here on the opposite side of the Union, we have Founders, which is our cafeteria style dining. Many of our meeting spaces available for reservation are upstairs. The windows around the building also let in a lot of natural light, and we get a very nice view of the chapel. The ballrooms are especially nice for large events and fairs. The Study Abroad office and Office of Multicultural Programs are up here, along with the Student Org Suite, headquarters to many of our student-run organizations. Well, this has been a behind-the-scenes look at what happens here in the Hara Union. On behalf of myself and the Welcome Desk, thanks for joining me and have a happy Valpo Day.
Thank you, Matt, for that great video. If you haven't visited campus in the last, say, 6 or 7 years, then the Hara Union would definitely be new to you, so we wanted to really show that off. So now we are joined with Brianna Sheffer and Tyler Samft, and they are both seniors here, graduating here in the next month. I can't believe it, guys. It's crazy, right? They are PR students here, and we're going to ask them just a few questions about their Valpo experience. So, I'll start. Who wants to start? Nose goes,
I
right?
guess I'm going.
Okay,
I'm
well,
going.
Brianna, what was the thing that kind of drew you to Valpo, or why did you choose to attend here?
Yeah, I chose Valpo because that's where I got the best scholarship money. It made my college experience more affordable, and so that's basically the main reason I chose Valpo, and I stayed at Valpo because of the community that's here. I definitely feel like I found my home through the different activities I've been involved in, as well as the work I've done on campus, so I would say that's why I came here / stayed here.
Awesome. How about you, Tyler?
Yeah, scholarship had a big role in my decision as well, but also the people that I was able to interact with, such as Dr. Dobler, specifically in the music department. He had a big role in attracting me here, that I've been able to do chamber concert band for 4 years, as well as studying my passion in PR.
That's awesome.
Wonderful. Now, Brianna, what would you say has been the most rewarding experience for you during your time at Valpo? And this question will come back to you also.
Well, I think Tyler and I can play off of each other on this one because we both studied abroad in Cambridge, England together. So the fall of 2014, I believe that was now.
Yeah,
It feels so long ago. So we both stayed there for 4 months, and we traveled to 10 different countries. And we had the experience to, immerse ourselves in different cultures and really see, kind of life outside the Valpo sphere, and really kind of, have that different experience to really take our mindset to a different level. If you want to expand on that at all.
Yeah, it was fantastic. To reiterate what Breezy said, it was great to be there with people that you were already friends with, who came from this similar background as you, but then to experience other cultures. Cambridge is such a center place for learning and education and innovation in the world, really. But to be able to have that same experience with people that share your worldview, but also want to experience new things, was really a transformative experience for all of us. And I think Breezy can agree, we wouldn't trade it for anything at all.
And it's, if you're wondering, about 30% of our student body does go abroad, which is, I think, just a phenomenal statistic. It really speaks to our student body just wanting to experience something international. And President Heckler is huge on that as well, saying he wants us to have international experiences either on campus or off. And that's actually a good kind of segue. What are some of kind of the experiences you've had in terms of diversity here, and how has that played into your college experience?
Yeah, absolutely. Last year I took a course with Professor Heath Carter in the history department. It was cross-listed with Christ College, and we explored the concept of social justice as pertaining to the Christian faith. And it was interesting exploring not just international cultures, but the diverse cultures we have even within our country, and just a few miles away in Gary, Indiana, and talking about how our history is really a patchwork of cultures has been a fascinating experience.
Awesome. Well, we have to start to wrap up, but I want to give you guys both the opportunity to answer the question of the day, which is, why are you proud to be Valpo, Breezy?
I think I'm so proud because I'm proud to come from an institution that fosters such a diverse campus and offers so many opportunities, and does have all these scholarships for students that really allow us to do things like study abroad or be president of an organization and get that real world experience. So I'd say that's for me.
Okay, how about you, Tyler?
Absolutely. When I think Valpo, I think opportunity, that I've been able to be part of a fraternity, study abroad, music, and like I said, pursue my passion with public relations. So yeah, opportunity.
Awesome. Well, that's so great to hear. Well, we're now going to toss to an interview with Job Kearney. He's an alumni, and we're going to go to that now.
Hi, I'm Joby Cerny. I'm the voice of the Pillsbury Doughboy. You know that because you've seen the Hall of Fame in Valpo. But, what I'm here to tell you today is that you go to one of the greatest schools on earth. You have dedicated teachers who will teach you how to make a living. I've produced over 10,000 productions as a producer. I've had many stage plays that I've done. I was part of the Second City for years, and I had a lot of great cartoon characters like the Raid Bugs, the Scrubbing Bubbles. I'm also Google Santa Claus, so you better watch out. Well, anyway, Valpo is a great school. I met my wife there, and I was a Phi Psi. I loved campus life. I thought Valpo was the best place I could go to school, and I helped raise the money to build the Performing Arts Center, and I'm very glad that I was able to do that. And I'm also on the board of directors of the graduate school. I really have a great love of Valpo, and Valparaiso made me better, and they can do that for you too.
It lives deep in your soul, driving everything you do. It's what wakes you up early and keeps you up late. It's already inside you, where it's always been, waiting to be developed, informed, trained. The way you see the world is powerful, but the way you will lead and transform it is what we're all waiting for. Valparaiso University, where passion meets purpose.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, week, your month, even your year. But I'll be there for you.
Back to the studio. I'm Will Haney, and I'm joined.
I'm Katie Nicolau.
And this is Katie, and we are now joined by Dean Janet Brown. She's the Dean of the College of Nursing and Health Professions, and she's going to talk to us a little bit about her Valpo experience and just a little bit more about the College of Nursing and Health Professions, as that is our focus for this little segment. So anyways, Dean Brown, could you just tell us a little bit about how the Day of Giving today really helps and benefits the College of Nursing and Health Professions?
Oh, I certainly can. It's a very exciting day, actually, for all of us. And the Dean's Annual Fund supports student activities. We support students to go to national conferences, research conferences. We just had a group of students return from the National Student Nurses Association, which is a tremendous leadership opportunity for them. And it also supports faculty development and simulation equipment, technology in the classroom, and all the sorts of things that we can provide to students to provide an exceptional learning environment.
Awesome.
That's wonderful. And with the learning environment at the College of Nursing and Health Professions, I guess currently, what are you most excited about?
Well, our programs that we've added over the last couple of years, a Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Leadership, a Bachelor of Science in Public Health starting this fall, and the direct entry program that will lead to the graduate program in physician assistant studies. Those new programs are providing us the opportunity to have interdisciplinary activities for students. And the reason that this is so important for our students is that all healthcare workers, leaders, team members have to know how to work on an interdisciplinary team. And this is going to provide them firsthand opportunities to work with other team members, to figure it all out, how they each contribute in their own way. And we're just can't wait for the possibilities.
Yeah, and the friends I know that are nurses, they can't tell me enough about how just being a team player is just so important when you're working as a nurse. So sounds like really, really great things happening. So to our alumni that are watching, what's something that you would like to share with them, or maybe just tell them?
Well, the things that I get asked when I talk with alumni, and I do talk with a lot of alumni who keep in touch, and they're always interested in what's happening in the program and how the program is doing, and basically what's the status of the program. And I just want them to know that they've graduated from a superb program, that the program continues to be exceptionally good, and that they need to be proud of where they've graduated from, and we are proud of them, because the quality of the program not only stems from the current program and what we're doing, but also the quality of our alumni. And believe me, we are superb on both counts.
That is very true.
Fantastic. Now, the question that we've been asking everyone here, and we always get unique answers, why are you proud to be Valpo?
Oh my, well, I don't know that we have enough time in our interview time for me to outline all the reasons why I'm proud to be Valpo. I'm not an alum, but I think I bleed brown and gold as much or more so than perhaps some alumni. So I've been here for a long time, and so I've been able to appreciate all the things that Valpo has to offer. The teaching environment, the supportive atmosphere, the family
That's it.
atmosphere.
Fantastic.
So it's all great.
Awesome.
And speaking of the atmosphere, let's find out what's going on in ours right now. We'll toss it over to Nathan in the Weather Center.
Guys, how's it going? I hope everyone's having a great day making their way across campus, hopefully making it to the Thankathon in the Hari Union. If you are making your way across campus right now, you'll see a sunny sky. 44 degrees will be our temperature as you make your way across campus with a light wind out of the north-northwest at 7 miles per hour. And the reason it's so clear, we've got a ridging pattern over the entire midwestern region of the country, and that's keeping our skies clear and our atmosphere dry as well throughout the rest of the day today. You can see if we take a more zoomed in look here, absolutely nothing over Valparaiso, which is a great day to be proud to be Valpo, that's for sure. If we look ahead to the future temperatures though, overnight tonight, we will have those blue trend coming in. Temperatures overnight will be around 33, 32 degrees, around the freezing mark. Those blues are invading the region. But then tomorrow, things actually do get better. The greens will start to make their way up from the south. You can see Pontiac right here, 59. That warm air is going to be coming up from Pontiac into our area. 56 degrees, around the mid-50s will be our temperature tomorrow. It's going to be absolutely beautiful tomorrow as well. And overnight tonight, it won't be as cold. Those blues are still coming in from the north, but 35 degrees will be our overnight low on Thursday. And then we move into the midday on Thursday. Look at that, 60 degrees on Thursday. The warmer temperatures out there, Ottawa, Pontiac, you're seeing 63 degrees. And again, those winds are bringing that warm air right up into the region of Valparaiso. And then as we move into the future radar, we'll see how clear the skies are going to be also. Mostly clear today as we move into but then around midnight on Wednesday, that's when these clouds will come through. So we'll have some passing clouds on Wednesday, and the clouds will move out of the area late on Wednesday. And then overnight, tonight we'll see temperatures around 35 degrees. As I said, temperatures in the mid-30s. Mostly clear conditions, winds out of the northeast at 5 miles per hour. Tomorrow, sunny, 56 degrees with southwest wind from 5 to 10 miles per hour. Looking ahead to the 7-day forecast, we'll see this trend does kind of continue as we have temperatures approaching 74 degrees on Sunday. So it's going to be a great day to proud to be Valpo.
Well, thank you for that. It looks like it's going to be a very nice week coming up, so I'm going to be enjoying that.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think we might even hit 70 degrees this weekend. There's a chance, if we're lucky. You never know, and I know that gets people behind the camera very excited right now. Well, after the break, we are going to go to break right now. We are going to take you through the law school and talk a lot about our law school here, and we are very excited to tell you about it, so don't go anywhere.